Hey, how's it going? Kenny here, and welcome back to Non-League to Giants, and another massive episode for us. We've got Celta Vigo at home first in the Europa League quarter-final second leg, where it's 2-2 after the first leg, and then we face Man City at Wembley in the FA Cup semi-final. So we've got quite a decent result against Celta Vigo away from home in the first leg of the quarter-final. Drew the game 2-2, so level playing field, and of course we have got home advantage now, so I'm pretty happy with that. Also played two other games since the last episode as well, and although we didn't play too well in all three of the games, to be honest, we had three great results. After the last episode there, which was quite incredible, has to be said, coming back to beat Liverpool 4-3, of course getting through CSKA Sofia 7-1, and beating Man United after extra time 2-0 away from home. We followed that up with a 1-0 win at home to Norwich. As I said, we didn't play our best in this game. I rested a lot of players. I did take a risk for that Celta Vigo game, but thankfully it did pay off in the end. We got the goal in the 6th minute through Pellegrini, but we didn't dominate the game. Arguably we are slightly the better team than Norwich, but they carried a threat, that is for sure. But thankfully we held on to a nice 1-0 win there. After that was the 2-2 draw away to Celta Vigo. They took the lead in the 13th minute through Yuri Alberto. We made it 1-1 through Nestor Rocha, and then 9 minutes later, Koric made it 2-1 for us. Against the run of play, it has to be said, they were the better team in the first half, and they got an equaliser before half-time as well. I changed things up at half-time. I went with a 5-at-the-back system for this game, seeing as they were playing with a 4-4-2, but I weren't really happy with how it was going, to be honest. As I said, 2-2 at half-time, but we were lucky to go in at half-time drawing, to be honest, and I changed things up for the second half. I know we played much better in the second half, despite not scoring in that second half there, but it was a much better performance in the second half for us. And just before the episode, another sensational win away to Man United. I set up exactly the same way as I did in the last episode there. Of course I would. And again, Man United creating lots of chances in the game, but somehow we managed to score 3 goals and we won the game 3-2. We actually won it up in this game through Ronnie Gomez in the 42nd minute. Sesko got the equalisers just before half-time. At half-time, they're by far the better team. But then in the second half, I didn't know what I was seeing, to be honest. They're still the better team in the game. But Nestor Rocha, with his first league goal of the season. What a game to get it in. What a game to get it in for us then, the 66th minute. And then Pellegrini, 2 minutes later, made it 3-1. Very similar to the FA Cup quarter-final there. We scored 2 goals in 2 minutes. And this game against Man United again, we scored 2 goals in 2 minutes against the run of play. Marcus Rashford got a goal back just for the end of the match there to make it very nervy. But yeah, another brilliant win at Old Trafford. Back-to-back wins at Old Trafford in the space of 3 weeks is, always very, very nice. And also, the thing that made this win even better was Liverpool and Wolves are playing each other exactly the same time as us. And Wolves dropped points again. They lost away to Liverpool there, which was a great result for us. And now, as you can see, we're only 1 point behind Wolves now in the top 6 race. They've still got a game in hand over us, so they're still in the driving seat. But that has really shortened in that game week at least, and looking a lot better for us. Also, we're only 4 points behind Newcastle. Again, they got a game in hand, so we may run out of time in terms of the league. But we've got a healthy 4-point lead over Liverpool as well for that 7th place, so that is nice. And who knows where we can finish end of the season, but that Man United win could prove really, really crucial. I mentioned Nestor Rocha there. We got his first league goal of the season against Man United. But funnily enough, he's got his highest average rating for us this season in the league, despite only scoring 1 goal. That's because he got 7 assists and an average rating of 7 this season. So he really has started to come good in the second half of the season. And also interesting about Rocha. Naturally, he's a left winger. Although it says his natural position is attacking midfielder right, I've played him as a left winger most of the time. You look at his positioning here. As a left winger this season, he's played 16 games with 1 goal and no assists. And on the right wing, he's played 14 games, 4 goals, and got 10 assists. So he doesn't like the left wing, it seems, anymore. And that's why we've been playing him on the right wing, and it really is yielding results. He has been great in these final game weeks for us. Anyway, let's get to this first game then. A home to Celta Vigo. A win here, and we go through to the Europa League semi-final. And in terms of the team sheet for the first game, we've got Pau Lopez in goal, De Jong right back, and Aquia left back, Alphonse and Jimenez centre backs. Then we've got Asugo, Moreno, and Acosta in midfield, Rocha on the right wing, Edson on the left wing, and Koric up front. Pau Lopez has been actually quite decent since Vicario has been injured, which is great. Vicario is almost back from injury now. back in 8 days to 2 weeks. But Pau Lopez is filled in quite nicely, it has to be said. He's retiring end of the season, but he's doing himself justice towards the end of the season here. Not been amazing, but certainly done well for us. Did well for us against Man United in the last game, keeping a clean sheet there, so he's been really good. Andaquia is just back from injury. He's missed the last, I don't know how many games, but quite a few games of injury. Well, he missed 4 games of injury, Andaquia. Was come off the bench against Man United, but great to see him back in the team. Also, Alphonse's had his problem with injuries as well. He starts today. Got a bit of a tired squad. Games are kind of thick and fast, but we are still left in 3 competitions, so that is to be expected. In terms of injuries at the club, well, the only injured player is currently Vicario, our number 1 goalkeeper, who has also got a new contract, by the way, until next season. He's agreed, to become backup, because next season I am really desperate for a first choice goalkeeper. That is my number 1 priority for next season. So great to have Vicario on for next season as well as a backup goalkeeper. Obviously Pau Lopez is retiring, so we need a new one, that is for sure. And Fernandes and Guardiola are both unregistered for this game. So Celta Vigo at home. Can we get through to the Europa League semi-final? Well, let's find out. Before we get started with this first game, guys, please remember that if you do like this video, hit that like button for me. It's really important for the video's success. And also, if you're new around here, I'm on the way to 1,000 subscribers. Just 28 more to go at time of recording. If you can help me out with that, it'll be much appreciated as well. So let's get started then. At home to Celta Vigo. Interestingly enough, since I rejected the bid from Bayern Munich for Nesta Rocha in January, he's become quite amazing in the season, because the first half of the season, he was terrible. Really, really terrible. His first goal in the league, but he's chipped in quite nicely in the Europa League and the cup competitions. And also, Edson has been flying in the Europa League. Here he is with a corner. Acosta as well. He's got the 3rd highest average rating in the league this season, which is brilliant. Edson! Oh! Edson's just won himself a new contract as well. Had Man United sniffing after him. He was only a squad player at the club. Given him a big pay rise. And yeah, he's certainly one for the future, Edson. A really, really good player for us. Anyway, we have started this game really on the front foot here. 25 minutes in, we are battering Celta Vigo so far. But it's only 0-0. Here's Rocha though. Oh my word, how's it not gone in? As I said, Rocha's best player in the team at the minute. Playing really, really well. Really, and look, today with a 7.6 already for Rocha, and he hasn't got a goal or an assist yet, so it proves he's really full of confidence right now, Nesta Rocha. Give the ball to Rocha, let's see what he can do. Gonzalez isn't even getting a look in at right wing at the moment with Rocha playing the way he is. Anyway, it's Koric to Asugo. Out to Andaquia, back in the first team, lovely to see. Go on, Andaquia, lovely play. Alright. Get in. I was saying, cut it back, Andaquia, cut it back. But he went for goal and he scored. What a start to the game this is from us. Absolutely battering Celta Vigo. As I said in the first leg, I set with a 5 at the back system. It didn't work disastrously. We took the lead in the game, went 2-1 up, of course, 2-2 at half time, but I really wasn't happy with how he was playing. I switched up to the 4-3-3 and it worked much better, even though we didn't score a goal. And at the start of this game as well, 4-3-3, we are looking very good in the game. Celta Vigo are dominating possession, but look how many chances we're creating. And you know what, at half time, I should feel a little bit disappointed. It's only 1-0 to be honest. Celta Vigo yet to see anything from them, and we really are dominating this game. The winner of this game as well will face either Atlanta or Atletico Madrid in the semi-final. It's 1-1 in that game, but Atletico Madrid are down to 10 men. It's also 1-1 after the first leg, so I'd like you Atlanta knocked them out, to be honest, if we get there, of course. The second half's been very quiet so far. Well, Alphonse's got a yellow card. He's not playing too well, so I'm going to take him off, bring Verfalli on for him. And also Moreno on the yellow card. Take him off and bring on Guevara. 30 minutes to go. I'd really love that cushion of a second goal. I really would. Here is Asugo with the ball. Out to Andaquia. Acres of space here, Andaquia. Pick your cross, mate. Rocha! Oh, is that a save? Oh, my word. Was that a save from the keeper then hit the bar? That hit the post, then hit the bar? I'm not entirely sure, but how close did he come there? Oh my word, this is so one-sided, this game. Can't believe it's only 1-0. You know, De Jong on the yellow card as well. Take him off, bring Buffon for him. And, you know, let's take off Koric. Let's bring on Lucas Mertens for Koric. Put Edson up front and put Mertens as an inverted winger on attack. 19 minutes to go. If we don't get through here, I'll be devastated. I don't think we've seen a highlight for Celta Vigo yet until now. Now we get the ball back. Here's Acosta. Come on, let's get a second goal. Come on, let's kill him off. Mohamed, he's a player I was interested in signing at the start of the season, but too expensive. Anyway, it's Edson. Ugh, poor pass. Poor pass from it. Oh my word, I get the ball away though. There's Asugo. Back to Guevara. And Andaquia. Rocha! Shoot Rocha! Rocha! Oh my word. How has he not scored in this game? Rocha! Oh my word. Anyway, back on the highlight again. Surely we have to go through to the semi-final here. No messing up here, please, boys. We have absolutely battered them in this game here. Battered them. Here they come, though. Oh, you must be joking. What on earth just happened there? I have no idea. Was he onside? I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, here we are. With the ball again. It's Andaquia. No mistakes. No mistake. Very well. Nice composure there for Fally. Anyway, here's Acosta. Get the second goal. It's time for the second goal. It's Mertens. Heavy touch. He runs into Mohamed there. Interesting enough, his name is Mohamed. And they're both spelt different, which is a bit interesting. Wow. Don't you just love that? Don't you just love that? Absolutely battered Celta Vigo in this game. Absolutely battered them. Can't get a second goal. And look what happened there. A mix-up between the goalkeeper and the centre-half. And suddenly it's 1-1 in the game. We had 27 shots, 11 on target in this game. And we're drawing. With 13 minutes to go. Very nice. We get the ball back though. Here's Andaquia to Mertens. Come on, we can't not go through to the semi-final. Not after this performance, we can't. We have to go through. Here's Acosta. Edson, come on, wrap it up, Edson. Poor thing. I say wrap it up, but only make it 2-1, wouldn't it? The way we've played in the game so far, I've still got confidence, of course, because there's going to go extra time on penalties if it's 1-1, but we don't need this. We do not need this. Suddenly here comes Celta Vigo again. Back in the highlight again. We got the ball. Here's Mertens. He gives it away. Oh, wow. Nice covering from Booth there. Nice covering from Booth. I'm getting a bit nervous now. I have to be honest. I'm getting a little bit nervous. I don't understand how this game is 1-1. But it is. It is 1-1. So we've got to live with it. 9 minutes to go. Come on. Let's get a second goal here. Here's Rocha to Acosta. Poor pass, Acosta. What are you doing? Oh, for goodness sake. They're trying to hit us on the counter-attack now, aren't they? Here's Asugo. Looks surrounded, but he does well. There's with Fally. Can we build up another attack here? Here's Guevara. To Mertens. He finds Edson. It's got to be 2-1, Edson. It's got to be. It's not going to VAR, is it? Is it? Disallowed? Goodness sake. Wow. Look how tight it is. It's not even going to VAR. You're not even checking in the little room. My word, this game. There's like a couple minutes in a highlight. We have battered them. 28 shots in the game. How is it 1-1? You know what though? We just keep doing what we're doing. Surely the win will come. Surely the win will come. Can't lose the game. Can't lose the game. Or can we? I don't know. I hope not. I'll be devastated if we lost this game. Really devastated. Going forward the ball again. Here's Edson again, but the keeper just gets there before him. We remain on the attack. Here's Mertens to Acosta. To Guevara. Mertens again. It's a penalty. Is it a penalty? It is a penalty. Come on. Nesta Rocha. Make it 2-1 here. Oh my word. Everything is going against us in this game. We've got a 3.98 XG in the game. And it's 1-1. What on earth is going on here? Look how many chances we've created. Acosta. Mertens. I can't believe what I'm seeing here. How is this game 1-0? How is this 1-0? How are we in extra time right now? How is it even possible we're in extra time? I don't believe what I've just seen here. 4.2 XG. 31 shots in the game. 13 on target. And we can't win in 90 minutes. Well, I brought Gonzalez on for Guevara. And I put Gonzalez as a box-to-box midfielder. And Asugo as a ball-winning midfielder. 30 minutes of extra time. I've practiced penalties in training. I was prepared for it. But to be honest, yeah, I don't know how to react if we don't get through. I was having 31 shots, to be honest. I really don't know how to react. 1 goal out of 31 shots is... It's terrible, isn't it? It's absolutely terrible. How many times have we hit the bar as well? Rossi hit the bar a couple of times. Missed the penalty as well, of course. Well... Can't lose. It's impossible to lose. We cannot lose this game. Can't. Booth wins the ball back. Then he hacks him down. Bernabé. Booth ain't happy, but we keep the ball. Here's Gonzalez. To Booth. To Acosta. Mert, you got to score, Mert. You got to. Oh, for goodness sake. This bloke is awful. He can't score. Oh, my. How are we not winning? I don't believe it. It's going to penalties, isn't it? 10 minutes to go. They've got a dangerous free kick now as well. Gonzalez wins it back. Now here's Mertens. Running down the left. Still Mertens. He carries it well nicely. Then he just has a terrible, terrible, terrible touch and gives the ball away. What is he doing? Here's Bernabé for Celta Vigo. Just hack him down. Oh, lovely. Oh, my word. Wow, what a disgusting finish that was from Sandoval. Absolutely disgusting. Well, it's going to penalties somehow. I have no idea how this game has gone to penalties. No idea. No idea. Wow. Okay. Well, it's happened now, isn't it? It's happened now. Well, here we go. Somehow we are in a penalty shootout. Rocha has already missed a penalty in the game, of course. Can he score this one? He does. I really don't know how we're in this situation, but to be honest, if we get through, I don't really care. As long as we get through, but... Wow. First penalty, Celta Vigo. Lopez dives the right way, but he can't save it. Surely we can't get knocked out. Surely not. Here comes Edson. Wow, this is just not our day, is it? This is not our day at all. This is not our day at all. Absolutely terrible. How on earth will we get knocked out of this competition? How on earth? We're going to get knocked out, aren't we? It's going to happen. We all know it's going to happen. We all know it's going to happen now. Absolutely ridiculous. I can't believe it. I really can't believe it. Almost a 5 XG in this game. He's going to miss as well, probably. No, he's not, but I've got no hope now at all. I just know how it's going. I've played FootballManager for many years. For many, many years. I know what happens. We are going out now. Brilliant. Yeah, definitely. Oh. What could we have done different, though? What could we have done different? We had over 30 shots in the game. Over 30 shots in the game. We can't get through. Absolutely disgusting, this. Absolutely disgusting. I'm devastated. I really am devastated. Because this is such a winnable competition for us as well. We've just blown it here. Blown it. Oh my word. Those of us who've played FootballManager for many years, I'm sure lots of you who are watching, we all know what's going to happen now. We all know that I am out. There's no chance for me to go through, for us to go through. It's just guaranteed. Don't even want to look, to be honest. We got knocked out of Celta Vigo over 2 legs. I wouldn't be as fuming if we didn't perform like this in the second leg. As I said, we absolutely destroyed them in this game. There you have it. Wow. Yeah, let's just break down the match stats, okay, guys? Let's have a look at this. Right. Someone explain to me how we've lost this game. 35 shots in the game compared to their 7. 14 shots on target compared to their 2. 5.08 XG. Yes, you heard that right. 5.08 XG compared to their 0.89. 17 corners compared to their 1 as well. And somehow we have not won this game. And somehow we are knocked out of the Europa League quarter-final. We were very lucky to beat Man United, of course, in the last episode. Beat them 2-0 away in the FA Cup quarter-final, where they were the better team. Beat them away in the league as well, when they were the better team. Is this us getting a taste of our own medicine here? But that shouldn't be allowed to happen, should it? It shouldn't be allowed to happen. 35 shot, 14 on target. with a 5.08 XG. So we should have scored a minimum of 5 goals in the game. We scored 1. Missed a penalty as well, had a goal disallowed. Well, there's nothing we can do now, can we? It's happened now. Somehow we're out of the Europa League. Very winnable competition, of course, and it's absolutely disgusting and devastating. And if we win the Europa League as well, we go to the Champions League for next season as well. So, yeah, I just don't understand. The water bowl was obviously making an appearance here. What more to say? What more to say? Absolutely disgusted. Absolutely disgusting. And also, look at that. We'd have faced Atlanta in the semi-final as well. A very, very winnable game for us. And if we would have got through Atlanta, we would have faced either Hamburg or Freiburg in the Europa League final. Will we get another bigger chance than this to win a European competition? I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. As you can tell, I'm pretty fuming right now. But I need to pick myself up because we've got a massive game on the horizon. But to be honest, this could be our season capitulated in just one episode. Out of the Europa League, we've got the FA Cup semi-final up next against Man City, but I'm not very confident about that game. Well, I don't know what to say about that Celta Vigo game there, to be honest. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get over that one for a while, to be honest. It was disgusting, wasn't it? It was absolutely disgusting. Those of you watching now are probably laughing, to be honest. Probably find it quite funny. I'd find it funny as well, to be honest. But that was you. You'd be absolutely fuming. And also, interestingly enough, that goalkeeper we just faced is actually on my shortlist as well. His name is Hamad Al-Kamali. He's 21 years of age. He's expensive, but after that performance he just put in, could he be my new goalkeeper for next season? Obviously, he must be an absolute freak, mustn't he? Preventing only conceding 1 goal in that game and saving a penalty as well is pretty outstanding from him. He's a wanted man as well, wanted by Sheffield United. So, yeah, Hamad Al-Kamali, a man on my shortlist. He had the game of his life, basically, didn't he? He had the game of his life. Anyway, can we somehow make up for it here and beat Man City at Wembley? Probably not. Probably not. But if we do beat Man City here, we have got a massive chance in the final, because if we get through, we will face Brighton in the final, who just beat Chelsea, 1-0. So yeah, I'm not too confident now. Obviously, the confidence is just completely dwindled after just seeing what I just saw. But we did beat Man United away in the FA Cup quarter-final when it was really up against us. And also, we just beat Man United away in the league. So who knows what we can do here? Well, obviously, we got through to extra time against Celta Vigo as well. I say we got through to extra time against Celta Vigo. We should have won 5-0 at that point, shouldn't we? But hey-ho, we have to move on now. But also, that pointless endeavour of ours, we might as well just got knocked out in 90 minutes. We get knocked out because now all our players are extremely tired after that game, of course, just 3 days later. And I just don't know what to say, really. I don't know what to say. In terms of the team sheet, well, Booth comes into the team to replace De Jong, who is suspended for today's game. Also, Vafali starts at left back today in replace of Ander Quia. Got him on a full back and support there as well. Alphonse and Jimenez remain as centre back. Asugo, Guevara and Acosta in the midfield. Rocha on the right wing, Edson on the left wing, and Coric up front. So although it's at a neutral venue, Man City are obviously a stronger team than us. So I'm set up with a balanced mentality. I've also not going exactly the same way I played against Man United. They're not playing with an attacking midfielder, so I'm sticking with the standard 4-3-3, although I've changed the box-to-box midfielder to a Carolero on support. They've got a very dangerous left winger who is very quick as well, called Cruz, who is a regen, and hopefully the Carolero can help with that. Also got both fullbacks on support as well, so not being too pragmatic, but also I'm a little bit worried about Man City here, and of course Erling Haaland up front. The FA Cup semi-final, can we make amends here for that Celta Vigo defeat and get through to our first ever FA Cup final? Well, let's find out. Well, here we go. We beat their fierce rivals Man United in the quarter-final to get here. Can we get through the other side of Manchester in this semi-final at Wembley here today? Well, they started off with a dangerous header from a corner. I don't think we're getting a 5.0 XG in this game, to be honest. We're massively up against it already. The first 10 minutes have dominated us, unfortunately for us. Yeah, I think the season's over, to be honest. The last thing you need is a performance like that, isn't it? You know, I say performance like that, the performance is good. Just really unlucky. Anyway, here's Edson. First chance of the game. Get in. Get in there. First chance in the game for us, and Coric has scored. Come on. This is what we need. This is a good bounce back from that horrendous defeat for us. Imagine what the players are feeling like right now. Imagine being part of a team and having a 5.08 XG, 35 shots in the game, and not winning the game. Imagine how fuming you'd be. Be devastated, wouldn't you? But if we somehow can make up for it here and get through to the FA Cup final, we've got a real strong chance of winning that, then everything will be forgiven. As long as we won the FA Cup, of course. If we just get through the FA Cup final and lose it, nothing will be forgiven. Anyway, back on the highlights. Still a long way to go yet, isn't there? 66 minutes to go. I'm pretty sure they're going to score at some point. Probably now. Oh my word, Foden hit the bar. Should have scored, really. But this is what we did against Man United. Not so early on, but when we got our chances, we took them. Unfortunately, we couldn't take our chance against Celta Vigo, but we'll ignore that for now. Let's just focus on this game. Let's put it in the back of the mind. Got Acosta, another chance here. Acosta, oh my, what is happening? What is happening? Where were these goals in that last game there? Where were these goals in this last game there? Anyway, don't worry about that. That's in the past now. It's in the past. We're 2-0 up here at Wembley against Man City. Acosta with a brilliant goal there. What on earth is going on this episode? What is happening? Hits the goalkeeper's head and goes in the back of the net. I probably shouldn't get so excited because there's still a long way to go just yet. Long way to go. But somehow we're 2-0 up in this game. Anyway, here's Crespo for Man City to Haaland, who somehow misses from a couple of yards out. It's going for a corner, though. Wow. Let's not get too excited, though. If it's 2-0 with 1 minute to go, we start to get a bit more excited. But, yeah, I shouldn't have celebrated so much there, to be honest. Long way to go yet. Here's Edson with the ball. Surrounded, though. Here's Casadei. Or Casadei. All we need to do now, boys, though, is defend very well. And we will go through to the FA Cup final. We'll face our fierce rivals Brighton as well. Oh, don't concede just before half-time. That'd be disgusting. It's cleared, but only as far as Rodrigo. Guevara should have got that. Ruben Diaz, he is the sort of man you like to see with a shot from outside the area. Obviously, it almost went in, but better him than someone like Foden, for example. But anyway, at half-time, Man City started off the game flying, really, but they've only had one shot in the first, one shot on target, in the first half, and we are 2-0 up somehow. We are 2-0 up. All right, come on, boys. They haven't let that Celta Vigo defeat affect them too much, have they? Oh my word, Coric with a lovely tackle in their penalty box there. Not usually what you see him doing. Anyway, Alphonse wins the head over Haaland. He is taller than Haaland. Haaland's a massive giant, but Alphonse is 6'7". Anyway, Edson's through here. Oh. I say he's through here, he's in the box, and he should have cut it back instead of shooting, but for some reason he's been a donut and shot there. We've got a corner out of it though, Edson to take it. He crosses it in, it's cleared by Haaland. There's Guevara with the ball, to Vafali. Is this end a highlight? Well, I would never have thought, after what I just saw against Celta Vigo, we'd be 2-0 up at half-time against Man City. Never would have thought this in a million years. So, yeah, this would be great. If we can bounce back in this game and win this game, it would be absolutely fantastic. Really brilliant. Anyway, here's Rocha with the ball. It's cleared. Obviously, in an ideal world, I would have liked to have won a game when we had 35 shots and a 5 XG, but it's not an ideal world, unfortunately, is it? You can't get everything you want all the time. We lost that game, we have to get over it. We have to get over it. Oh, no mistakes. Just don't make any mistakes, alright? If you concede, just make sure it's not a mistake. If it goes 2-1 then, very nervy. Oh. Let's go to VAR. Might be offside. Will we dodge a bullet here? No, we won't. It's 2-1. Haaland with the goal. We are still winning the game, but now they're very much back into the game now, aren't they? Very much back into the game now. Guevara's had a poor game today with 6.3. Not usually what we see from Guevara. Let's bring Moreno on for him. Rocha as well, not doing great, so we'll take Rocha off and we will also bring on Gonzalez for him. 28 minutes to go. We are still winning the game. And Man City aren't battering us. Now saying that they've got a free kick chance. Ruben Diaz hits the bar. 20 minutes to go. Come on, please. Please be nice to me, FM. Please be nice to me. Acosta is absolutely shattered. He's got a yellow card. Let's take him off. Bring on Ronnie Gomez for him. Fafali is absolutely shattered as well. So let's bring on Andaquia as well. 15 minutes to go. We're 2-0 up in this game. Is this going to be just a disaster episode for us? Complete disaster? Probably. Oh my word, what a save. What a save from Lopez. Saved with his head. What a save. 10 minutes to go. Oh my word, this is a dream. You know what, Moreno can go back a little bit. Asugo can go back as well. We'll put him as a... You know, I'll put him as a defensive midfielder and defend. Let's get the tempo down a little bit. Get that off. Get that off as well. Time waste sometimes. Don't distribute quickly. Slow the pace down. Also put a low block in there as well. 10 minutes to go. No more highlights. We've won the game. We're through to the FA Cup final. Oh my word, only a few minutes to go now. Couple minutes to go. Let's go defensive. A couple minutes to go. I can't believe we're doing this. Can't believe we're doing this. Please. Please. This is... Tell you what a turnaround this would be in this episode, wouldn't it? It'd be so easy for the whole team just to lose their heads completely after that. But they have done so well in this game. So well in this game. It's not over yet, but if we get through to the FA Cup final, I'll be absolutely delighted. Absolutely delighted. We'd still win silverware if we get through this game, of course. Alright, I've gone very defensive. 4 minutes of added time. Can we hold on here and get to the FA Cup final? Get in. Get in there. That is what we needed. That is what we needed. That is what I needed as well. That is what I needed. After that Celta Vigo defeat. Oh my word. The relief. The relief. Wow. I can't believe we just did that, to be honest. I mean, actually played quite well. Look at the match stats here. Man City with a 2.52 XG though. But we had quite a bit of shots in the game, but we took our chances. This is what we should have done against Celta Vigo. But as I said, we will move on from that. That is in the past now. Somehow, we've managed to beat Man City here 2-1 at Wembley after beating Man United away at Old Trafford in the quarter-final. And, well, I'm not going to say it's ours because of course it isn't. Brighton is still a good team. They're only a couple of places below us. But, wow, to get... With the teams we had left in the competition at the quarter-final stage, we had Chelsea, Newcastle, Man City, Man United. I think Arsenal still in there as well. And the fact that we got through two of those clubs and now we face Brighton in the final. Well, that Europa League, that could have been our biggest chance to win a European competition. But this could be our biggest chance to win an FA Cup. It definitely is. We're in the final. So, wow, I can't believe it. But a great turnaround in this episode here. Well, what an interesting episode for us this was. Really, really interesting. Absolutely battered Celta Vigo at home. Somehow got knocked out on penalties there, even with a 5 XG, which is still baffling to me. But somehow, against all the odds, we managed to bounce back just 3 days later. Just 3 days later, we played Man City, one of the best teams in the league, in the FA Cup semi-final at Wembley. And somehow we got through them 2-1 to set up the FA Cup final with Brighton. So there's still a chance for us to win silverware at the end of the season. Obviously, still massively disappointed about the Europa League there, but you know we did the right thing by bouncing back in the FA Cup, and that'd be a nice little consolation prize if we did go on to win the FA Cup, wouldn't it? So of course we could have easily just capitulated here in this episode and lost the FA Cup semi-final as well, and we're out of all the competitions now. But we are through to the FA Cup final, which is absolutely fantastic. Of course, European football is over with for at least a season. We shall see. Are we going to be in European football next season? Maybe. We shall see. If we win the FA Cup, we definitely are. If we finish in the top 6, we definitely are as well. Obviously, if we lose the FA Cup final and finish in 7th place, Brighton will take our place. So, yeah, that FA Cup final is very important for many reasons, it seems. So no European football now until next season at least. So, got 5 league games to play before that FA Cup final. Away to Leicester next. Tricky one. 13th in the league, and away to Sheffield United as well. We've got Newcastle at home, then Man City at home. Fulham away to end off the season, and then we face Brighton in the FA Cup final, of course. Obviously, that FA Cup final is everything now, basically, because realistically, well, we can still finish 6th in the league. We can still finish 6th in the league, that is for sure. But to be honest, I'm not too confident about that, to be honest, because you know, look at it, we've got 3 away games left to play. Obviously, we're not great away from home, and we've got 2 home games against Newcastle and Man City. So our last 5 games of the season aren't very easy. But obviously, we win the FA Cup final against Brighton, we get silverware, and we get our Europa League place back for next season as well. So, obviously, the FA Cup final will feature in the last episode, guys, of the season. Also, I'll feature the 2 games in the league, the final 2 games in the league as well. A home to Man City and away to Fulham. So make sure you join for the next episode, guys. A triple header to finish off the season where we finished off with an FA Cup final against our fierce rivals Brighton. So that is the end of the video, guys. Please remember that if you do like the video, hit that like button for me. And also, if you're new around here, do hit that subscribe button as well. It'd really help me out. Any much appreciated. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you for the next one.